Hello, rockers and Mercuryans. It's Rock Mercury here, and welcome to the Rock Mercury podcast. You know what, y'all? Y'all gonna have to, we're just gonna have to blame it on the juice because I got a lot of juice today. I got a lot of juice. I don't know if I'm gonna finish it all, but yeah, we're gonna blame it on the juice, onto why I probably wake up multiple times in the morning and relieve myself. Or in the middle of the night, I mean. Because this right here is it's called Purple Rain. Purple Rain, like the Prince album or song. Um, and it has like red cabbage in it, which isn't my favorite thing, but there's like other things like I think oranges and carrots and other stuff in here too. So we're gonna drink this. I just got back from the gym. I want to chat a little bit about a few things. I want to chat about my album. I want to chat about time blocking and stuff like that. I think I mainly want to talk about time blocking tonight because I have a goal, but I just need to block some time for it. So, hello, Holly Joe. Good to see ya. She said, "Purple rain, purple rain. Hello, my dear. Hello, hello." All right. So this color, the color of it is beautiful. This is why it's called purple rain. It's so pretty. It's kind of pink though, to be real. It's showing it's giving very much pink. But I think when I mix it, you see the settlement on the bottom? I'm gonna mix it. That's how real juices are supposed to be. Real juices separate because they're fresh and not pasteurized. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and use our metal straw. We're saving the turtles today, but just today. We don't always save the turtles. Sometimes we use regular straws. So, don't judge me when I have a regular straw. Don't even judge me. I don't care if you do. Alright, let's go ahead and mix it all up. Ooh, get it all going. You know what's so crazy just about straws in general? Like, it was so crazy when Starbucks started, giving, um, not giving people straws automatically. Like, you had to start asking for straws. That was so weird. Cause it's like, how do you guys have cups that have straw holes in them, but then you don't give people straws automatically? Maybe that's just LA. I don't know. It might just be LA, but that's how it was out there. Todd, what is that? Like a gallon jar? Oh, a gallon. I mean, it's a giant jar. Is it a gallon? I don't think this is a. I mean, a gallon is huge. A gallon's like. I don't have one in here. Like a bottle of Crystal Geyser. I don't think this is a gallon. I'm getting used to the purple cabbage. Um, there's orange in here. I think there's ginger or timber. I don't know what else is in here. But nobody else likes this one. My mom can't stand this one. My mom is like, no to this one. She thinks it smells and tastes like a fart. But she also thinks that papaya tastes and smells like a fart. So I love papaya. Purple cabbage, I don't know. It's supposed to be good for your gut, apparently. I don't know. Um, Not Holly Joe. Holly Joe says, I'm getting used to it. Cough, cough. The purple cabbage. No, I'm coughing because I was drinking, I was sipping from the straw, and I was gonna talk at the same time because my brain is like that. I was just, so what happened. I started choking on it. It wasn't because of the purple cabbage. It was just because I was gonna say something as I was sipping, which is the bad thing to do because then it's like you can choke on that, like I just did. But anyway, um, hold on, I missed some comments. Uh, Henny says, "What are we drinking? We're drinking a purple rain drink with um, purple cabbage and carrots and oranges and stuff." I told my sister, I'm like, if Prince came back from the dead, I think he might sue you, not just for using the name, but for the taste of the taste of this. But I'm starting to like it. I'm starting to like it. Like I don't know. I'm kind of getting to it. One of her clients loves this because they love cabbage though. So I didn't even know you can juice a cabbage. I had no idea. So I'm learning. And I think a lot of tastes are acquired. So I'm acquiring this taste. But it's really pretty to me. I don't know, I like it. Excel says, hello, my handsome friend. Oh, hello, Excel. Um, oh, thank you for the rose, Arizona. Appreciate you. V Dagger says, Crystal Light. This is not Crystal Light. That's not healthy for you. Arizona says, hi, Rock. Hey, Arizona. Holly Joe says, it looks like a gallon. This can't be a gallon, Holly Joe. Holly Joe, a gallon is like a gallon of water. Like those big old crystal geysers are like that big. They're huge. This is not a gallon. Arizona, thank you for the rose. Henny says it looks like a gallon. Maybe it's the angle. Maybe it's the angle of it. It's pretty heavy. It's big as my head. But a gallon's bigger. Arizona said, had a bad rest of the day. Glad to see you happy face. Oh, you had a bad day? I'm so sorry you had a bad day. I'm so sorry you had a bad day. Like, we gotta like brighten our days up and remember the beautiful briefness of life so that we don't stick too far in our bad modes, you know? Because I feel you. Some days are just like that. I've been having a lot of good days lately, but, you know, whenever I lose a family member, that's a bad day for me. Even then, I try my best to keep living and keep going because I don't want to go into depression and then I just can't. I don't want to go towards that again. But yeah, like, do what you love to do. I'm so happy to see you here. Excel says that's a pickle jar, lol. No, this is not a pickle jar. Was made for storing things or whatever. Like, it's not a pickle jar. We have multiple of these. Holly Joe says, I'm getting used to cough cough. Oh, I read that already. Holly Joe tried to read me the filth. V Dagger says, looks stink. You said it looks like it's stinky? I mean, you're not wrong. It kind of has a smell to it. But it's a healthy smell. You can blame it on the juice. To why I go in the morning to have a meeting with the toilet in the morning. You can blame this juice for why I have a pre-scheduled meeting with the toilet tomorrow because I just already know it. Arizona says good night. Oh, good night, Arizona. I hope you have a beautiful night and everything is better. And thank you for the roses. Arizona says welcome. Good night. Thank you, Arizona. See you tomorrow. Paige says hi. Hello. She loves says you sweating. No, I'm not sweating. This is shea butter. You guys know at nighttime I get back from the gym. I'm all like really oiled up, really fresh, and that's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about my time blocking and my scheduling because I have some things I want to accomplish, but it's really challenging to find the time to progress towards those goals because it's like intensive, you know. And the day has 24 hours, and some of those hours I'm asleep, and I'm doing everything I love to do in the day. Like, so it's kind of hard to figure out when I'm gonna make this time, but I've got to do it because it's so important to me. So we're gonna talk about that. Henny says, "Have a good night. Have a good one, bro. Bye bye." Bye. I'll be recording this one so you can watch it later if you like. Paige says, "What are you drinking?" I'm drinking a juice my sister made with purple cabbage called Purple Rain. This isn't purple enough to be called Purple Rain. It needs like beets or something. She has another drink that's very purple, like the real deeper purple. Do I have it? I don't think I even have something around me. Well, this is purple. It's like purple, like that kind of purple. Well, that's not. Oh no, the drink's not that purple. But anyway, that's not. It's darker. It's like a darker, like a real purple. See, this purple makes this look pink. You know, it's not. That's not purple. Anyway, she has some other purple drinks that I'm like, girl, you need to rename. You need to rename. another drink, Purple Rain, so that it's actually purple. This should be called um, Cabbage Patch or something. I don't know. Um, Maddie the Vagabond says, "Long time no see. What's good?" Yeah, long time no see. Everything's good. Everything's good. That's what's good. Francis says, "Good night. Stay blessed." Thank you. You as well. Stay blessed, Francis. Big Pimpin says, "Pink hypnosis." Pink hypnosis. That's an interesting name. You want the drink to be called Pink Hypnosis? I'm not mad at that. But I'm starting to like the drink. I don't know if I'm gonna drink all this. I think I'm gonna drink just some more of it, like a little bit as much as I can right now, and drink the rest in the morning. Francis says passionate pink. That's kind of like explicit in a way. Passionate pink, because they call a certain region the pink. So I don't know. That's kind of explicit, but I'm here for it. All right. So the thing I'm having like conflicted feelings about right now is that I love everything I'm doing in my days, but I don't feel like I have time to um, work on my new album, and that's affecting me because I want this album out and I want to create music every day, but my days are filled. They're so full. Um, so I need to carve out some time that I do daily because I've gained a new routine out here in Texas, and I love it. It's a great routine. I feel amazing about it. I'm thankful. Um, but I need to find a spot in the day for what I need to do. Holly Joe says you have to prioritize from 1 to 10. I find that really helps with time management. Um, you know, I do feel that, and if it was about priorities, then making music would be number one for me. But yet, I haven't been like working on it as much as I would like to, um, or hardly at all. To be really honest, I've really been lacking in making music, and I have all my equipment I need here. Even though I have a whole music studio in LA, but I have the equipment I need for the project I'm working on now. I have it here. So, and it's not that hard to set up. It's really easy. It's a few plugins. Like I just plug in a few USBs and I'm good. Because I don't like to use a full complicated system because then I know it's going to deter me from creating even more. I want to just plug in and keep going, you know? Um, Tide, Tilda, what is it? What is the person's name? Tildia, Till Death Do Us Part. I'm over here trying to read this name. I thought it was a name, but it says Till Death Do Us Part. Dang, that's deep. Um, she says, "What is that you drinking?" I'm drinking a fresh juice my sister made, freshly pressed with purple cabbage and stuff. Holly Joe says, "Then you need to dedicate a certain amount of time every day to do that." Holly Joe, I think that's right. I've been feeling that. I think that's why I'm on here today because I need to like kind of think about my day. Like I like the routine I have right now. I've been really enjoying it. So I wake up in the morning. I go to the lake, which is right around the corner. Um, and I go live with you guys, which I love doing. It's beautiful sunrise. I'm wearing a jacket tomorrow. I'm wearing a jacket. But it depends on what time I wake up because sometimes if I wake up a little bit too later, then I may go to the lake with my sister, and then I won't go live, which is fine. Either one's fine. And the baby, and then I come back and I watch the baby while my sister gets some stuff done, and I work, for my real estate courses. I have a lot of real estate meetings and different courses in my brokerage for continuing education. Because as realtors, you want to constantly be knowing the market, and so I like to keep on learning every day. So I'm always in classes. Love doing that. I do that while I'm watching him. Also, sometimes I have to walk him around. Not have to. I get to walk him around the house, like feed him a bottle, give him some snacks. He's such a cutie. He's like 1 year old. Um, so that's fun, and that goes until around like noon, like 12:30. That's when his nap time is. Now, by the time his nap time comes, I put him to bed most of the time. But after during his nap, I feel like still have more real estate classes and more work. Like I usually still have my real estate stuff going. I may go live with you guys again for like a lunch moment live. If I'm eating something, I try to go live, even if it's a short one, and that's good for me. I like going live. I feel like it's part of my business too. Um, let's see. Holly Joe says, "But are you really enjoying it? Because you're not making music and it's gnawing at you." Yeah, I mean, I feel that, and so that's why I'm trying to see what's in my day now and what can I adjust. What can I adjust? And so he only sleeps for like 2 hours or so, maybe an hour and a half, and I still have courses. I still have real estate courses. Probably through that whole time, and if not, then I have meetings happening for the new house. That's gonna change. It's not gonna always be, but there's definitely gonna be always real estate courses in the weekdays. That I have that I want to be involved in with my meetings, because it's gonna help my bigger business and keep me up to date for my clients. So I do that. So let's say that's from 12 to around like 2ish or something. Then he wakes up again. And I continue, like I watch him some more. My sister watches him too, but like we watch him. And maybe that's the time, like after the second nap, because I feel like we'll be eating, because I already ate at that point. So maybe it's like if he's awake, I can't do music while he's awake, because then he's like, I want to help out. I want to be like supporting and watch the baby. He's so sweet. I love watching him. But it's like, I think the second nap is around like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Yeah, the second nap's like 4 o'clock. And so at that point, I feel like that would be a good time to record. But then I also like to go to the gym. But I've been going to the gym later lately, like going like around 10 o'clock or like 9:30 or something. And I don't mind that. I kind of like it. The gym is more relaxed at that point. I get a nice like cleaning. I just feel very cleansed. I work out a bit. Like I don't mind going to the gym in the morning either, but like it's nice. But I like the routine how I have it right now. I feel like I would just keep that part. So really, the second nap being around like 3:30. My brother-in-law gets back around about that time. He gets off work, so I'm not as needed at that time. Not needed, but like I like to support with the baby. And so I feel like that's around the time that I may be able to record, or at least just work on my album more. But things are busier. Like I need like a quiet space. But I only need it to be quiet when I'm recording vocals. And I can do that in the closet. Like we have a walk-in closet like deeper into the house, and it's pretty quiet in there. So I think I could just go there and record vocals, but everything else I can put my earphones on and just record. So I'm thinking possibly that's when, like, because I can't do it in the first nap, because by the second nap, by 4 o'clock, all the meetings are done. for real estate. Like there's not, like, I mean, I guess I could call my clients and stuff, and I could fill that up with more client stuff, but I feel like if I designated the second nap to music every day, I can get further with the album. Cause I've already written all the album, the new album. I've written all the songs already. Cause I do that too. Like when I'm at the gym, I make sure that I get all my like the writing done even throughout the day. I've been working on this album for over a year, like years to be honest. Some of the songs I've been working on for like over 5 years, um, and so they're ready. But it's more the recording process. You have to be very like present for that. Um, and I just haven't found those times where I can sit there and be like, okay, this is what I'm doing. So I feel like the second nap might be the best time of the day. Like at that 4 o'clock moment, that's kind of a nice moment too. Like the 3 and 4, like is like I'm rested. I'm like awake. You know, at lunchtime I'm hungry. I don't want to like record after I eat. I think that might be the best time. Like, and right now I don't like we've had meetings lately because we have a new we have a new house. It's like a brand new house, so there's always like new meetings we have to do for different like people. Like people came today to work on our landscaping. It looks amazing. Um, but yeah, it's just interesting. The prolific the proof official was taken. Go away. Get off my page. I don't like you. I don't like your questions. I see this person on my page talking mess and like asking me ignorant things. They need to go away from my page. Goodbye. Block yourself. Ew. I saw some of their comments as I was talking and I'm like, ew, I can't stand people like that. Gross. Alright, back to what I was saying. So I think the second nap is gonna be the time I'm gonna dedicate to music. I think I'll do that going forward. The proof says, how do I even block myself? Just go away. How about that? Scroll. Use your finger and scroll and go away. We don't want you in this room. This is for educated people who aren't ignorant. Yeah. The proof official's so lazy, they're asking me to block them, please. Block me, please. You're not worthy of being blocked by me. Go away. These people, you guys gotta protect your peace. Gotta protect your peace. I'm gonna read the rest of the comments, you guys, when I'm done talking about what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go back to the top of the comments and read them. Even this proof official was taken. I'm gonna read their comments too. Even though they're gonna be gone by then, hopefully they'll be long gone by then. But yeah, I'm reading every comment like I always do. But yeah, I feel good. I think that's the way. All this to say, okay. So then after the second nap, like I like to eat dinner with the family. And then, cause that's 4 o'clock. That's during the nap. And then we eat dinner like maybe around 6 or something. So it's like a couple hours that I can focus on music. And I can just get real streamlined on it because I have everything ready. Like I have the full set list. I would literally just be working. I like to work from the like I have the whole album set up. I want to work from the last song to the first song because the first song is the most important. I like to put the most powerful song as the beginning of the album. And then, I mean, not saying the last song isn't powerful, it's just not the most powerful. Like, I've worked on the first song for over, dang it, it's been like 7-8 years. I've been working on that particular song. The whole album, some of them have newer songs, older songs, it depends. But this particular album is like gonna be one of my most favorite albums. What is this camera? I keep messing up. Um, can't stand this camera on this other side. Anyway, all right. Let me read some of these comments and talk some more. But thank you, Holly Joe. That's some very good advice to dedicate that certain amount of time. Angel says, "Hi, Rock. It's Angel. Glad you're live." Thank you, Angel. Good to see you. Ooh, crap. The proof says, "My dad is exactly like Charles Manson. Then he should go to jail, I guess, and get the electric chair." The proof says, "Have you seen Charles Manson's last interview? Because my dad is exactly like that." Again, tell your dad to go submit himself to prison. We don't need any more Charles Mansons. The proof says, "Looks like him too." Again, tell your dad you're going to McDonald's or wherever you want to go, and then take him to prison instead. Because if he's Charles Manson, then we gotta get ahead of it this time. You know, we can't just let that happen. We can't let your dad just be free like that. It's too much. It's too much. The proof says, "Bro, are you high like what? What in the world? Am I high like what? What is that? Who is this person?" Minty, what is it? Minty Mint says, "Do you have a degree?" I'm too smart for a degree. I've been to college, but it's like such a waste of time and money. A degree is a joke. Are you serious? You think I'm gonna value Western education? Like, hilarious. Only if I was gonna be a lawyer or a doctor, then you have to have a degree for that. But it's such a joke. I'm way too smart for that. I'm sorry. I'm not really sorry. The proof says, "Very good marketing. Don't answer any comments." That's so ignorant. I don't know why I even read your comments. He says, "LOL. How do I even block myself?" I remember that. Aunt Miles says, "What are you drinking, my brother?" I'm drinking a fresh juice that my sister made. Very delicious. The proof is laughing. It says, "Do you like Big Macs?" When I wasn't vegan, my first job was McDonald's, and I used to love Big Macs back then. Oh my god. Looking back, I'm like, I was eating that kind of trash. Like, I was just letting myself eat just old meat, the lowest grade of the lowest, with some tired buns, barely a pickle, some special sauce that's just basically like mayonnaise, mustard, relish, and ketchup or whatever. Like, I just don't know what I was doing with myself back then, eating trash. But yeah, I worked at McDonald's, and I quit, thankfully. Oh my gosh. First job ever, though. So yeah, I used to like Big Macs, but now I think that they are despicable. But there is a place called Mr. Charlie's in LA that's a vegan place, or plant-based, whatever. And they are like McDonald's inspired. Like, literally, like, so McDonald's inspired. Like, it's all the same colors and the same type of, it's like the same type of branding in a way. I'm surprised they haven't gotten sued, but their food is good. I like their food. It's very tasty. Not that healthy because it's still like Impossible meat or whatever, but it's on point. It tastes great. But I don't want to eat animals anymore. Oh my god, I'm kind of getting too full on this. So yeah, I feel like that could work tomorrow. I feel like that could work. Like, if I just go through the day, and I know that during the second nap, that's when I'm gonna get into my music time. Like I'm gonna just dive in, and that's my focus. I feel like I can get the album done. I mean, at a certain pace. I just keep on doing it every day. Cause that's the day. That's like, even on Saturdays. Like I don't really have a weekend. Like I do the same thing, because like when I go to the gym, that's relaxing to me. Like that's a spa moment. So like I don't feel like I need a vacation, because I get a pure, beautiful, beautifully rounded day every day. But on the weekends, I don't really have real estate courses anymore. So maybe on the weekend I could do more time on music that day. But I'm sure I have other things to do on the weekend, like other stuff that may take up that time. But like I have, even on the weekend, like I have websites to design for my clients and working with my team. Um, yeah, scheduling's everything, y'all. Like the days have just been going, and although I love everything I'm doing, I really am so thankful for my days. There's nothing I would change. I just need to shift. I need to shift. That's that kind of time. Like I found that time, like in that around that 3 or 4 o'clock kind of vibe. After I put him to sleep for a second nap, my nephew, then I think that's the time to work on music. So we can all carve out this time, and it adds up over time. It adds up, and so I think that we need to make that time for ourselves, whatever it takes. Like make that time for what you love. Like discover it. Like analyze your day, like I'm doing right now. Um, and while I'm working on my real estate courses, I'm also working with my clients and messaging my contractors, my employees. I'm like messaging them and seeing like how our client projects are going. Checking on my sphere of influence or whatever. Really just my team. I don't really do that much sales. Like a lot of people just come to us. We have a waiting list of people who want to work with us for branding and marketing. Real estate, we don't have as much of a like. I have some people. I have some clients I can deal with, but we don't have as many clients in real estate. Because most of our clients are actual other real estate professionals that we do branding for. So we don't really represent people like at this point. I used to do that, but it's so intensive to represent a new buyer or a new seller. Like it just takes everything out of you. So I'd rather do referrals. It's just so intensive. Like it takes so much of your schedule to be on call for these home buyers and sellers. I love home buyers and sellers, but I just have my company is taking too much time for me to give them the service they deserve from me and my team. My team is already overworked, so I need to hire more team. But anyway, I think that's the time I can do it. I'm gonna dedicate that time. So I'm gonna let you guys know how that goes. But I hope that if you're watching this, that you find what you love to do, and that you figure out a way within your day, to 24 hours you have. Remember, the rest of the day is sleep. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping, and when I'm at the gym, I'm meditating. So I'm getting my meditation every day, and I'm doing yoga too at the gym. So that's like 2 hours of meditation and yoga. Um, and I really do meditate. Like I separate my desires into four different quadrants. This is the four quadrants I have. I have my love life, which is non-existent, but I still want to manifest what I want out of that. I have my passion project, like my passions of what I want to do. That's music for me. Um, and other things, I have other passions too, but it's like, what am I passionate about? Like, what I want to aggress on or think about passion wise. Um, Finances, like my business growth. So like I think the financial world, that's what I manifest on that, or like meditate on that and only focus on that realm, one of the four quadrants. And then the fourth one is health, like literally like my health. like my sleeping health, my body goals, like my eating, like that. Like I think about that and try to see where I'm at right now and what I want to adjust or and I really think about that while I'm in the gym. I don't talk to anybody really. I talk to the front desk people because they're really nice to me and they always remember my name, my real name, not my Rock Mercury name, even though I think they know who I am, which is weird because I don't even. I mean, I think it's just because I have so many people on my other platforms that people are just like, wait, we know you. Like they're like, people do this all the time. Like, wait, you know. Some people, they're full on know who I am, and they've said it. They come to me like, "Are you Rock Mercury? You Rock Mercury?" I'm like, "Who? Who?" I try to walk away because I don't know why they know me. They may know me for a bad reason, for a very adult reason. Anyway, um, but I don't talk to anybody at the gym. I just go into my zone, and I meditate and do exactly like what I want to do. Um, Senor Blanco says boneless or with the bone. Oh my gosh, I think boneless. I don't want to see the bone of the animal that I'm eating. I don't know. Y'all gonna call me a hypocrite because I'm in this show that's coming. It's premiering very soon. It's a huge show. Most people watch this show. I can't even talk about it until it premieres, so that but you're probably gonna see the show. And in the show, I'm eating things that aren't so vegan. There was a mix-up for production, and I they did not make a vegan meal for me. But I still wanted to be on the show because it's great publicity and it's a huge show that everybody loves. Um, and so y'all are gonna see me, and oh my god, it's gonna be so bad because people are gonna be like, wait, like I thought he was vegan. I thought this. Again, oh my god, it's gonna be so embarrassing. I had to prepare myself because I wasn't even expecting people to know I was in the Jeffrey Dahmer movie or show, or the movie Nope. Somebody said they know you from Nope. I wasn't Nope. Um, I wasn't there, but I didn't expect people to like really recognize me or like call me. Like people, I got hundreds of messages about those projects. I'm like, wait, what? People be looking for you. And so in this particular show, there's a lot of close-ups. We were in the front table of like the VIP section. We were very featured in this show, or at least the episode that we're in. It's a very important episode, and I just know people are gonna message me, like, we saw you eating this and we saw you eating that, da 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 da, Black Mercury, da da da, hypocrite, da da da, and I'll be like, it was for publicity. I told them I was vegan, and there was a mix up because the way the show goes is there's a competition, and they didn't have that, so I could have chosen to sit there and not eat, but then they wouldn't have filmed me. Like I would have been there at this table, front and center, not eating, and not getting my reaction shots and stuff. So I made a decision to eat at that point. I did not keep it down, I'll say, just to be TikTok friendly, because I don't want to be sick. I don't eat dairy or meat, so for that particular situation, I can talk about that. That's unhealthy to talk about, but um, I wanted the publicity, to be honest, for that situation. It's a really big show, and I'd already worked hard to be on there. I did all the tests they told me to do. Like, it was just very. I just had to do what I had to do. Senor Blanco says Greek god beard. Oh, thank you. You called me a Greek god. Ooh, I have a Greek god beard. Oh my god, I'm a Greek god, you guys. Which Greek god am I? Oh my god, yes. That sounds so fun. Alex Mercer says, what did the meat taste like? It tasted like murder. It tasted like murder. Um, what's some good seasoning? I still can't believe I did that show. But it had been planned. Like I was hoping. Like one of my closest friends is the casting director for that show, and we all were together, and we're having like a VIP experience, and it was filmed on this major show. Like I wish I could talk about it because I signed paperwork, so I don't even know if it's out yet. I'm afraid to watch it because you guys already found me on Jeffrey Dahmer. I haven't even seen Jeffrey Dahmer, and I've only seen Nope one time. But yet people message me all the time about seeing me on there. Um, I don't know, you guys. Like I'm not ready for the backlash of this. It's so hypocritical. People are gonna come for me, especially because I've had times where I've like been attacked by meat eaters on here, and so they're gonna come at me first. I think I blocked them all. I think I blocked all my haters. So we'll see. It's gonna be embarrassing. But I've been transparent and told you guys I did used to eat meat like over 15 years ago. Um, so I guess I can't judge the meat eaters anymore after this episode comes out. I can't be as insufferably vegan or plant based or whatever. Oh, dang it, you guys. I really thought they were gonna have a vegan meal prepared for me. Like, the casting director told them, but the issue was is that there's a competition in the show, and they cook what they're gonna cook. Like, you can't adjust what they were like, what they were cooking. Like, it was for the table. Like, we shared it at the table. So, it's a long. It's oh, I had no choice. It was either do what I did or waste all my time being at that fancy restaurant. Um, Extremely high budgeted production, millions of dollars were spent. Um, I did what I had to do. I really thought about it too. I'm like, oh my god, I have to do this. I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta do it. It's Hollywood. Hollywood's fake. I have to be fake in that moment. NBK Ricky says, name's Ricky, but you can call me Dahmer, Jeffrey Dahmer to be exact. Okay. NBK says, do you only date people who are vegan? Who are vegan too? I mean, I was married to the opposite of a vegan. Like, he loved meat so much. He couldn't take meat out of his mouth. And that's why we're divorced. But not because of the eating part, because of other meat that he couldn't keep out of his mouth. That's a different story. So no, I don't date only vegans. Alex Mercer says, is that human blood? You think human blood would look this pink? Oh no, I'm good. I'm in Houston, not Hollywood anymore. If I was in Hollywood, this might be human blood. But in Houston, this is just juices. Fresh juice. I'm kind of over this right now, though. I need to like pause and put it away for tomorrow. David says, got a link saying you were showing toes. Don't disappoint. Oh gosh, that same person again. They're so annoying. Should I block that person? Oh, I don't feel like wasting my time. Anyway, I feel good. I feel better about knowing what times. I'm gonna commit to it tomorrow. I'm gonna commit to that time. Around like his second nap. Right when I put him down, I'm coming downstairs and immediately getting my headphones on and just going into the music. Going in and in. Then when he wakes up again, we'll eat dinner. And then I'll like chill with my family for a little bit and then go to the gym. I'm just gonna go to the gym at nighttime for a while. Like, I do like it. But the only issue is that I do like going to the gym when there's sunlight out. Because I can go out to the pool and get those sun rays. Oh, it feels so good. But I can do that outside. Like, we live in the most beautiful area. The area is gorgeous over here. So I could just go outside with the baby, take a walk in the sunlight. That's fine. Like that works too. So I think for the time being, until I have more assistance, but I don't even know, even if I have more assistance, I still love the way my day goes. Like I don't want to automate any parts of what I do in the day right now. I really love what I do. Um, and I guess it's not that important that I lay outside at the pool. I don't know. Because I don't get in the pool. I just lay outside. And we have a pool here in our community, so I can just go there if I need to go sunbathe over here. But the gym is so close too. Angel says, do you have a beach close by? Do you like the beach? I used to go to the beach every single day when I lived in LA, when I was still out there. I mean, I still have my house there, but when I lived there, like I would go to Manhattan Beach. I would go walk at the beach all the time, and it'd be really enjoyable. Very beautiful. I don't get in the water at all, but it's very pretty at the beach. I definitely value it, but I don't really miss it because I have the lake, and the lake is right around the corner, and it's so peaceful. And I actually like being able to look across the lake and seeing land and stuff happening on the other side. Like, it's a big lake, but it's just nice to, like, I don't miss, it makes me not miss the beach. I'm like, well, I walk around the corner, here we go. But the beach is great. I mean, don't get me wrong, when I go back to LA to go visit my team and work on whatever I gotta work on, I'll be at the beach every day, stopping by, taking a walk, sitting and listening to the waves. Like, I think the beach is beautiful. But yeah, I don't really I don't miss it that much because I already have a water source. As long as I'm around water, I'm good. Um, Angel says, do you go on hikes? I enjoy hikes. I go on walks. Like, we live in the woods, so I feel like the walks I go on are kind of like hikes. But I like going on hikes too. In LA, there's some dangerous hikes out in the mountains. Be careful, you guys. If you guys are hiking in the mountains in LA, it's so dangerous. Some of those areas you could fall off a cliff so easily. People don't realize just how unstable some of those mountain ledges are in Los Angeles or California. So be careful because I've been on hundreds and thousands of hikes, and I mean, even in my school, in high school in LA, we had like a hiking class. We would go out there to the nature and hike and learn about different plants and whatever. That was only in my first year of high school. Then I finished the other 3 years out here in Houston. But yeah, it's just be careful if you're hiking. And there's mountain lions out there. So Angel says, Angel shook. Oh God, I think I'm done. I can't drink any more of this. Delish. Alright. I'm done with this. I'm gonna put it in the fridge. I'm taking my behind to bed. I'm so sleepy. I'll post this video tomorrow because I don't want to wait up for me. I don't want to wait up and have it uploaded or whatever. I don't feel like doing that. I think that's closed. Put my sleeping cap on. I've been loving this sleeping cap, you guys. It's been staying on overnight, and it keeps all my moisture locked in. All my shea butter. You see how like moisturized my hair looks? Shea butter. Alright, let's get this on. Have you ever been to Gatlinburg? I don't know what that is. Never heard of that before. Gatlinburg. Thank God for the likes, you guys. I have a lot of likes you guys gave me. Appreciate it. The sleeping cap is cute. Isn't it cute, you guys? Oh my God, it's so cute. This is from Target, from Target. Target, baby. So, I love it. It's very fashionable. Um, $5.99. That's how much it costs. $5.99. Not bad at all. And it stays on. That's the part. It stays on overnight. I still put a towel down over my pillow, like a nice soft yoga towel, because I have oil on my beard, oil on my face, shea butter. I just don't want it to get messed up my pillow covers. I don't need that to happen. Angel says it's a mountain town in Tennessee. I don't even know if I've ever been to Tennessee before. I may have driven through it. I don't. Let me see where Tennessee even is. I don't even know where Tennessee is on the map. I really don't know, baby. Hold on, let me see. Tennessee. I don't know how to spell it. Let's see. See. Let's see where Tennessee is at. Have I been to Tennessee? Why would I be in Tennessee? Because I don't think I've been to Tennessee. No, it's too north. It's like in the middle of America. Like it's Middle East. America. I've been to Arkansas, which is right next to Tennessee. I've been to Missouri. Have I been to Indianapolis? That's where Chicago is, right? So I've been to Indianapolis. Is that where Chicago is? I don't know. Maybe I haven't been there. Yeah, I've never been to Tennessee. I drove past it because when I went on my last road trip, I went through from California to Arizona to New Mexico, Texas, to Louisiana, to Mississippi, to Alabama. I didn't hit Georgia though. I was on the the border of Georgia, but didn't go there because I was in Florida after Alabama, and took Florida all the way down to Miami, which is in Florida too. But Miami's gorgeous. Anyway, thank y'all for joining me today and helping me get some time blocking done. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm going to try to stick to my plan. I think we found a scorpion in the house, and so we have some exterminators coming to help get rid of scorpions in the area. But we live in the woods, so I feel like they're going to come right back. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I wasn't that scared. I mean, I wouldn't want to wake up with a scorpion on me because that's like, wow. I mean, I'm a Scorpio, so I felt a little sad about killing a scorpion. I felt bad. I'm like, oh, but my little baby nephew, I didn't want him to get bit or stung by one, so had to do what I had to do. But yeah, anyway, rock on, Mercuryans. I'm so sleepy. Let's see, Alex says, what area of Los Angeles are you in? I'm in Houston right now, but when I'm in Los Angeles, it's near the airport, near LAX airport. Like a nice area near there. Angel says, bye Rock, thanks for chatting with us. I love chatting with you guys. Bye Holly Joe, thank you for being here. Thank you all for coming through. I am exhausted. So I'm taking myself and my sleeping cap to sleep. So let's see how tomorrow goes. When I get back from the gym tomorrow, I'll come back live. I'll come back live in the morning too, but I'm gonna do like a morning live, a lunchtime live, and then a nighttime live. And I'll tell you how my time blocking went and if it worked. So we'll see. Because I just need that little bit of time, that allotted time for music, to be free in that moment, you know. I do want to find some time to listen to different trainings, like music trainings on YouTube. I love learning on YouTube. one of my favorite things to do. So, I mean, maybe I'll just implement more of that. Because right now I do watch some drama channels and stuff, and I could not watch that. Like, I'm going to watch one tonight. I'm going to watch Candace Owens talk about why she wore that shirt for White Lives Matter. I'm very curious to hear her opinion. But I'm going to sleep for now. Good night, Rockers and Mercuryans. Um, on a last little final note, um, Kanye did address that he did have lunch with that woman who he attacked or like read the field on his Instagram for having, because she had a opinion that he didn't agree with over his fashion show. So he did say that they met for breakfast and they agreed to disagree, and he feels like she's his sister, and they're cordial even though they agreed to disagree. So I feel like that's kind of beautiful in a way. Um, so I shout out to Kanye for that. He put it on his Instagram page, so I support that. I think I love that he you know dissolved the drama the best he could. So, anyways, rock on, Mercury, and thank you so much. I'll talk to you all soon. Bye. 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 Bye.